Today, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds is sharing the behind-the-scenes activity of her nationally televised speech last night before millions of Americans. The governor, of course, delivered the Republican response to President Biden's State of the Union address. It turns out she had to keep the speech secret for weeks. Political director Dave Price talked with the governor today. Yeah, she's not the only one keeping secrets, Dave. I was asking you to spill the beans on all of this.
Yeah, and we'll get into all of the issues and all those kind of things, the other part of our conversation, but we thought maybe we'd share a little bit of the, obviously big speech, millions of people watching, so biggest speech of her life, so we wanted to get a little behind the scenes. As it turned out, though, she found out actually that she was going to give this about 6 weeks ago, but the deal was she's not supposed to share it, and she's pretty close to her daughters, so she shares everything. In this case, she didn't even want to tell them. So Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader, had called and said, all right, we want you to do this, but, you know, keep it quiet here. So she's not even telling her kids about it. But big picture, obviously, this was the biggest speech of her political career. And they decided to use that backdrop with the state capitol building back there. As it turned out, though, that was actually a late change. And it was because they're paying attention to the weather. And as we know from the weather, way warmer than normal right now. So they thought, hey, let's try this. It'll be nice outside. It's not going to be super windy. And they can have the state capitol building, which is now all lit up outside there. So she and her staff then decided, let's go for it. Let's go outside. Let's give this speech.
Oh, so blessed. I tell you, it was the great backdrop. It really worked well with the speech. But as you said, you know, it's Iowa, and we never know what the weather is going to do. So we were watching it very closely. The backup spot would have been here in my office. I think secretly the production crew was hoping that we'd be here in the office just to eliminate some of the vulnerabilities and weather and wind and trains and all of that. And it kept getting nicer and nicer, and it was a beautiful day, and we were I was so happy that we were able to give it there and just really have our state capitol, our beautiful state capitol in the backdrop.
The speech itself, what is it like to give that in the sense that you're used to giving the condition of the state every year, right? But in that, you look out and it's full of legislators, you know, some will stand, some will not, but you know how that works.
Yep.
But in this case, the president gets that audience and you're standing there essentially by yourself looking into a camera where you can't see everybody around you. So what does that feel like?
Well, and I kind of feed off people too, so that's really important when you're delivering a speech. The good news is when I do the condition of the state, it's a 45-minute speech. And this was a 10-minute speech. So we were limited. We knew the timeline. I think I went a little bit over that, and they were okay with that.
Well, what are they going to do?
But truly, I know, cut me off. But truly, they were asking us to stay right around the 10-minute mark. And so that went a lot faster, especially after giving a 45-minute speech. And we thought, you know, we really thought about different venues. We thought about maybe going to school. We thought about having an audience. And because it's so quick, we wanted to cover a lot. So we felt it would probably be better just to deliver straight to camera and really talk about the contrast between President Biden's policies and the Democrats as contrasted to Republican leadership, not only in Iowa, but across the country.
Fair or unfair? When you started, a little bit nervous, then a couple minutes in, you found your groove.
Well, what happened is just, and I don't know if the public could hear that or not, but when I got the go, I started, one of the gals' phone alarm went off, so I had a phone alarm go off, and then she started talking out loud while I was talking. I mean, loud.
And that's when you kind of looked up to the side?
That's when I looked over because I thought maybe they couldn't hear me, so something wasn't going right. And then she stopped, and I was talking through it, but I could, you know, and it sounded a little elevated, like, you know, there was a problem. So I didn't know for sure what was going on, but I thought, I only have 10 minutes and I have a lot to say. I need to just keep moving. And then she stopped, and then everything kind of fell into place. So that's really what was going on behind the scene. A lot of trains going by prior to that.
And as you know, if you're downtown, you hear those trains going by numerous times in downtown Des Moines. One other thing, she said she never knew exactly when she would give the speech. There wasn't a specific minute there. So the way they had this all set up is that obviously she knew the president goes first and she goes afterwards, right? But protocol here is you wait till 5 minutes until a president then leaves the House gallery there. So that's when then she would get the cue through her earpiece, hey, go ahead and go. But if you were watching last night, you know that President Biden afterwards was lingering for quite a bit, talking to members in Congress and all that. So he did that for a while. So she just had to stand outside kind of ready for her pose, and then when she finally got the word to go. But the looking off to the side a couple of times, we had kind of wondered what was going on there. So it was that distraction over here. And, you know, we get that sometimes in TV here. You don't quite what's going on, and you don't know if are you broadcasting?
Sure.
Or is your microphone working? Is the video coming? You know, whatever. So a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, you got to go with the flow, but
Right.
you know, normally it's not millions of people watching. I
Yeah,
mean, the
right.
stakes a little higher.
Right, for sure.
Of course, so you're giving us a glimpse of what was going on leading up to the speech. Now we look after the speech, and of course, then it's what happens next for our Iowa governor, and
sure.
what did this mean for her politically?
Right, and obviously it's a big deal when you get to give this speech here, and because of where she is and she's a governor, all those kind of things, it'll start putting her into those national conversations about, you know, would somebody pick her to be a vice presidential running mate? Last time around, Joni Ernst back in 2015, she gave the speech. She was on Donald Trump's interested list. He at least talked to her about, hey, would you ever have an interest in being VP? And she wasn't into that. But so now we wait and see what happens with Kim Reynolds.
Okay, we'll hear more from her interview coming up on the Insiders.
We'll get into the inside.
Yeah,
we'll get into the
more of that.
issues on Sunday morning.
All right, thanks a lot, Dave. And we'll be right back with Ed's full